Unsettling, unforgiving, unnerving. That's the kind of atmosphere the home fans are trying to create for their opponents here. These players know they're going into a derby match, and that is for sure. But with so much on the line, who comes out on top? Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine, where 66,000 or so congregate week in, week out. So bring it on.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
If you have chance for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Stood up well to him there. Looking for the run, and it's made its way to him. Offside again. Now it's Batistuta, and he cuts out the supply. And it's Roberto Carlos. Over to the right flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is a little undercooked. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, a very decent attempt. Sao Paulo with the corner, there first. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, well played. Looking here to chip it through. De Bruyne, and a cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Palmeiras, so far providing no real test of... It's Bale! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Xavi Alonso. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer, and a scorer of great goals too. Give him the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
The very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
That has been cut short. Morientes. Can he get it through? Bale charging forward, the ball at his... Bale! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Xavi Alonso, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
That is a brilliant interception.
Sao Paulo genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's all.
Oh, no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Xavi Alonso, great defending, strong and determined. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Cannavaro cuts it out. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That's an imaginative pass. No luck with that dink over the top.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Aimed beyond the defence. Palmeiras leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. And it's been shipped out wide. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Good ball, good take. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Spread to the right. Vermaelen gets across to intercept that. That's it, 45 minutes up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, every now and again we get a bit lucky, Peter, don't we? And this is an absolute treat. A tremendous spectacle for the neutrals, but a bit of a nightmare for the fans and two managers.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Palmeiras are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So the action resumes. Palmeiras leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Costa Curta. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? It'll be a throw-in. The pass has gone astray. Xavi Alonso. Morientes. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Chance! And that's a good finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Played out to the left flank. Now it's Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? Stam spots it and intercepts. Xavi Alonso. Well read, nice interception. Mbappe.
Palmeiras really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. It's run loose here. Oh, just the keeper now. And the shot! Goal! Sao Paulo! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Sao Paulo leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Roberto Carlos, there he goes, motoring forward. And he's played it back. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a pretty loose pass. Back where it came from. And he's quick to return it. Looking for options. Tries a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Puskas! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Rijkaard. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now that looks a decent ball, and he was alert to it.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
finish! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And this is not a chance! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
Corner number 2 then.
Camisa 14, camisa 8, camisa 19. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 13, camisa 2, camisa 9.
Can he finish? Palmeiras have their third corner. Oh, he's been flattened there. Kukçu. And the ball's come loose here. Great ball, and he's in here. And this is Puskás.
Palmeiras really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. It's a good show of persistence, this. If they manage an equaliser, it'll be a great show.
Stam kept his eye on it, and he's there. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Bale.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Kukçu. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Kukçu. Now he's got space here. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Albert Ferrer chooses to go cross-field. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Knocks it into space. That has not gone well. And it's Kukçu. Now it's Neymar. Brilliantly cut out. That's that, the end. Palmeiras can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to...
Oh, he's been caught on! Yamal! Goal! Flamengo! And Flamengo take the lead. That was a given. It always was.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Palmeiras are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. He's in plenty of space here. No, he refuses to take the bait.
This is the time you need that pace.
Chooses to go crossfield. Plays a sharp little ball here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
No, it's come to nothing. Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cruyff. Oh, he's bustling. And Cruyff! Cruyff! That is beyond words! A finish right from the top draw. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movement so precise. Oh, they could be caught out here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Azar. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a little off target. Knocks it into space. Xavi Alonso. Kukçu. Camavinga. Messi. Now that looks a decent chance! Goal! Flamengo! And again they hit the front.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Flamengo have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Stam.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Xavi Alonso. Oh, terrible. And the shot! Goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Flamengo go up by 2 and are looking good.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Vermaelen. Rijkaard. And here's Neymar. And he's in on goal. Shoots! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Palmeiras are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Xavi Alonso. Now, this could be a chance. It's a threatening ball. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So, a big, big chance now from 12 yards. A big, deep breath. And that's one back. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Camavinga. Now it's Messi. Has a look and plays it forward. Yamal! That has not worked out as planned.
Yeah, and I don't think there was much wrong with his vision nor his decision-making.
Well, that has not gone well. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Neymar. That's a good ball out wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Gets his head on it! And it's in! They've done it again! It is incredible! And that is indeed the final act. Palmeiras are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. So we reach the halfway point.
I think it shows you the danger of not killing off the game when you've got the opportunity. It might be level on paper, Peter, but we know who has the momentum now to go on and win this.
Well, few would have predicted a scoreline like this. After all of that, we are still level at the break somehow. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well timed, excellent interception. Xavi Alonso. Puskas. Marquinhos. Camavinga. Chance here to counter. Hazard going forward. And Guardiol. Mbappe.
That was lovely, that.
He's got away. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Cruyff tries to play it through. Kukçu, takes a shot! Superb goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, the keeper's clearly not happy, Peter. The least his defence could have done was go to the danger, and that was decidedly lacking.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, this is... Oh, he's been caught napping. Kane! Xavi Alonso. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Kane. Now then, the ball's come loose. And that was nowhere near his best. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Puskas really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that's definitely not his best. And it's Cruyff. Costa Curta. Xavi Alonso looking to add to his goal. Azar. Now it's Neymar. It's a good spell of possession, this. Kukçu, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, it tries a shot! Well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Palmeiras now in a position far more desirable.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Kane. And he's lost his man here. Chance for a shot! Oh, it rattles the bar. Kukçu. And the counter is on. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Played towards the other side. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And it's been played through. That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Cruyff.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cruyff. Puskás. Neymar! And he's heaved it away. Marquinhos can get it clear. Taken back almost at once. Kukçu. And he's well positioned here. And he's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Puskás showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's well spotted. Rijkaard. Marquinhos cuts it out. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Puskás. For Xavi Alonso. Now he's got space here. And no, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard. And it's Camavinga. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe providing... Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And what a climax we have here! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Kane really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Flamengo give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Pass somewhat off target. And there goes the final whistle. Palmeiras have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Cruyff voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating.